All right, looking at multiplying polynomials now. So we've gone through addition, subtraction, multiplying. So there's a couple different things. When we multiply, we can actually multiply things that are not like terms. And so this looks a little bit different ways. I mean, you can have monomials or binomials. We just have to multiply. Whatever we're multiplying has to multiply to everything. So let's just start with something really simple. If I have two monomials, like let's just say I have 2x to the third, and I'm going to times that to 5x squared. Yeah, we'll go squared. Whenever I'm multiplying, I multiply the coefficients. So in this case, I'm going to multiply the 2, excuse me, I'm going to multiply the 2 and the 5 together, which is going to give me a 10. And then I'm going to add my exponents, the 3 and the 2 together, which will give me x to the 5th. And that's what we want. So this is if I have a monomial, we always multiply coefficients, add exponents for this. So another example, again, if I had negative 20x to the 7th, and I'm going to times that to 3x to the 12th. Again, I'm going to multiply the two coefficients, negative 20 and 3, which is going to give me negative 60. And then we're going to have x to the 7 plus 12, which is going to give me 19. Okay? So just starting real simple there. Next thing is if I want to take something like a monomial, like let's just say 3x to the 5th, and I'm going to multiply that to something more than just a monomial. So let's say I have, let's just say I have a binomial. So let's go 7x to the 4th plus 8x to the 2nd. Okay. In this case, I know this is multiplying because there's no sign in between here. I mean, I could put I could put the dot there, and that would indicate that I'm multiplying. But you should know that if there's no sign there, it's multiplying. I want to multiply this to both things because of this addition here. So I have to multiply to these two together and the next two together. Okay? They call this distributing. We're just distributing this 3x to the 5th to both of these. So I'm going to go 3x to the 5th times 7x to the 4th. That's 21. 3 times 7 is 21. And then x, 5 plus 4, which gives me 9. And I'm going to go 3x squared, or sorry, 3x to the 5th times 8x to the 2nd, which is going to give me 24. 3 times 8 is 24. And 5 and 2 gives me 7. And then I'm going to have addition because that's what the sign gives me. And that's what I'm going to have there. So we're just distributing this monomial through. Again, if I have a trinomial, I'm going to do it 3 times. So if I had this 3x to the 5th here and I was multiplying it to like x to the 3rd minus 7x to the 2nd plus 5, I'm going to multiply this to every single term in the trinomial. So I'd end up with 3x to the 8th. Again, 3 times 1 is 3. 5 plus 3 gives me 8. And then minus 21x to the 7th. 3 times 7 is 21. 5 and 2 is 7. And then I've got plus 15x to the 5th. So you just multiply it to everything. Okay? Just distributing there. It's just single distributing. Okay, I can take that again a step further. If I have, let's say I've got two binomials, and we'll just start with some real simple ones like x plus 1. And then let's say I'm multiplying that to x, let's go 2x minus 5. In this case, I've got these two binomials. I'm going to take one term in the binomial, in the first one, and I'm going to multiply it to both items. So I'm going to go x times 2x, which is going to give me 2x squared, because 2 times 1, and then 1 and 1 gives me squared. And then I'm going to go x times negative 5, which gives me negative 5x. Then I have to take the other term and multiply it to both terms. So I'm double distributing here, okay? I'm double distributing because I have two things that I've got to multiply into the other. So I'm going 1 times 2x, which gives me positive 2x, and then 1 times negative 5, which gives me negative 5. Now, when we're doing binomials to binomials, we have to actually combine. Sometimes we can combine like terms, so I've just got to be aware of that. So I have some addition that goes with this. These two terms can add together to give me negative 3x. And then everything else just drops down. This negative 5 and this 2x squared drops down as well. Okay, and then that's it once you've got it all together. So we're double distributing in this case. Okay, let me give you another one here. Let's say we had negative 3x squared plus 5, and then this one we've got x minus 8. So again, I'm going to double distribute this. I'm going to distribute my negative 3x squared first. So negative 3x squared times x gives me negative 3x to the third. And then negative 3x squared minus 8 gives me positive 24x squared, because negative 3 times negative 8 gives me positive 24. And then I just have the x squared. Then I'm going to multiply the 5. I'm going to distribute that through as well. We've got 5 times x, which gives me 5x. And then 5 times negative 8, which gives me negative 40. And bada bing, bada boom. Oops. Okay, so double distributing. I like to call this crab handing because if you look at these lines, it looks like kind of like a crab hand. So that's just my own funky little business there. So you can keep going with this, guys. It's the same rules. They don't really change. Like if I had a bi times, like, let's say a trinomial, so 3x squared plus 7x minus 1. I'm still just going to take this x and distribute it. Now it's going to be to every single term again. I've got to distribute to all 4. And then I'm going to take the 1 and distribute it to everything as well. So I end up again with 3x to the third. And then I got plus 7x squared and then minus x. And then the 1 gives me positive 3x squared plus 7x and minus 1. And then I just have to combine like terms. You just have a lot more combining of like terms. I can combine those two and those two. So I'm left with 3x to the third plus 10x squared and then plus 6x. I believe you guys have done this stuff before, so hopefully this is kind of a review. Again, we're double distributing, or I like to call it crab handing. Now it's like a 3-dimensional crab hand. So, all right, that's it. That'll be your math moment with Mommy. Adios.